What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely gonna want to check this one out. As we're now seeing the feds quickly closing in on Big Tish James in regards to her mortgage fraud allegations, guys. Federal investigators just spotted right outside the doorstep of Tish James's Brooklyn, New York property in this one, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so we're gonna hop straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's hop straight into it, folks. Check this one out. Big Tish's side of the story, that corrupt New York Attorney General Letitia James once again putting this all off to say that she's the victim of this situation, like she didn't knowing and willingly commit this mortgage fraud, these egregious crimes. And we also got that lead man, the independent fraud investigator Sam Antar that she's referring to, that had released all the information on Tish James's mortgage fraud scandal, responding to her allegations. Her accusation to say that this was all another revenge tour from an extension of President Donald Trump. Check this out. That was Sam Antar's response to Tish James, and looks like we share a similar perspective when it comes down to the bottom line. Letitia James can claim that this is retribution or a revenge coming from another extension of the Trump administration, but the bottom line is she falsified these mortgage documents. There is no way to get around that. I mean, that's the bottom line. Whether these folks are acting out of revenge or trying to seek to get some sort of retribution, either way, she committed a crime, and in her own words, no one is above the law, guys. Also found this article here. We're going to do a slight pivot. I spoke upon the special prosecutors paying Tish James a special visit to her Brooklyn property. This article coming from the New York Post says that the DOJ special attorney Ed Martin checks out Tish James's mortgage fraud home after being tapped for probes. Well, let's get straight into it, guys. Said the Department of Justice Special Attorney Ed Martin was spotted in Brooklyn Friday inspecting Tish James's multifamily residential property that is at the center of a federal mortgage fraud investigation. Martin, conspicuous in a beige trench coat, visited the Clinton Hill brownstone a week after being appointed by Attorney General Pam Bondi to run parallel mortgage fraud probes into New York Attorney General and her fellow Trump-deranged Democrat California Senator Adam Schiff. And also, I found a video also from the New York Post that shows them actually visiting Tish James's property in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn brownstones. And one of the neighbors comes out of their house and they're absolutely upset. They're enraged. I don't know if this was like the neighborhood watch or who it was, but she was not happy to see the special prosecutors investigating Tish James on her block. We'll get into that as soon as we finish this article. Then it continues on saying that grand juries in Virginia and Maryland are currently weighing criminal indictments for James and Schiff, respectively, over allegations that they falsified property records to secure favorable loan terms. It says James's Brooklyn property at 296 Lafayette Avenue is classified as a 5-unit dwelling, but James is alleged to have misrepresented the building on mortgage applications, building permits, and filings for government assistance. Yes, government assistance, as having only 4 units. Okay, so James is getting government assistance as well. Then continues on saying the alleged misclassification allowed her to qualify for loans with better interest rates, lower down payments through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are only available for properties with 4 or fewer residential units. Says at the time of Special Prosecutor Ed Martin was inspecting the property on Friday afternoon, there was 1 doorbell visible at the main entrance and an additional 4 doorbells at the side entrance with weathered labels signifying 1 floor, 2 floor, 3A, and 3B. So we can see there is 5 doorbells. So why would a 4-unit residential have 5 doorbells? It just doesn't make sense. This is clear. This is an open and shut case on part Tish James. Then continues on saying a neighbor confronted Martin and an unidentified colleague as they were standing out front of the property and asked what they were doing. What are you up to? And this is the lady that I told you guys about. We're going to check her out.
It's not that. Is there a back alley?
Everything else.
I'm just sure there's like the Pratt building. Is there
You want me to tell you how to access my...
No, I was just asking. I'm asking. Yeah, I'm interested. Because usually houses like this.
Tell me why you're here.
We're interested in the houses.
You're not interested in the houses. We know who lives here.
Is this like Second Empire?
It's just a track house. That's what all of these things are.
I know, but when was it built, you think?
They're built before 1899.
Oh, so, okay.
Why are you being so disingenuous about what you're here for? You're not here about the houses. You're here because of who lives here. It's my neighborhood. It's my block. I have a right to know what you guys look like. You're
happy
at
to-
official capacity.
I'm just happy to be on a block looking at a house.
That's not true. Why won't you be
No,
honest?
he is happy.
Well, why won't you be honest with me about what you're doing? You are acting suspicious on my block in front of my neighbor's
I'm
home,
just looking
and you're not
at
telling me what
nice-
you're doing. That's not true.
Interesting houses. It's an important house. So, thank you. Have a
It's
good
not.
day.
It's just like every other tract house on this block that were built by developers.
Right, they're beautiful. Beautiful neighborhood.
Thank you.
I mean, do you guys call this a stoop?
What do you think?
I don't know. Is this a stoop? We didn't have stoops where I was growing up. Is this a stoop?
I want to know what you're doing here.
Just checking it out.
You're not.
Very good.
Alright guys, so that was first-hand footage on the scene right in front of Tish James's Brooklyn property. We see the neighbor, I'm not sure if that was Neighborhood Watch, coming out to confront special prosecutor, I should say, Ed Martin in the midst of his investigation into Tish James. We could see things are getting serious very quick. I mean, they're not kidding around with Tish James. Can't forget Sam E. Antar. He's the lead man, independent fraud investigator who spearheaded, kicked this whole thing off and brought all this evidence gift wrapped up for the DOJ to prosecute Tish James. I actually found a clip of him explaining how this is going to be a complete open and shut case for the DOJ. Tish James will be prosecuted and charged with a no problem. Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness. Looks like a storm is a brewing for that corrupt New York Attorney General Tish James. We're now seeing special investigators descending upon her Brooklyn brownstone property in regards to her mortgage fraud allegations. All I gotta say is no one is above the law, not even that corrupt New York Attorney General Tish James. I mean, even if she thinks she's above the law, she's not getting away with this one simply by saying that she's the victim of this case and she's being bullied by the Trump administration. We just seen that lead man, Sammy Antar, coming out saying, surprisingly, that he is a Democrat and he's not for Trump. So he can't be doing this as a favor for President Donald Trump. He's doing this solely for, I guess his hobby now. He's a retired independent fraud investigator. So looks like he's just doing this solely for, justice. He wants to see some justice served in that case. And I know a lot of folks out there do as well, especially President Donald Trump. I mean, the way that she came after him with a true political witch hunt, it was just sad. It was disheartening to see that. Lost a lot of faith within the justice system. The way they just came after Trump. She brought this hand baloney case. There was no victims in the case whatsoever. We can't forget about that. The over $400 million judgment that was handed down. None of it made sense from start to finish, but yet Tish James is actually committing acts of mortgage fraud behind the scenes while trying to come after Trump for a bogus case. I can't wait to see where this one, goes to. We're going to continue to cover every update right here with your boy RetroStef. But guys, definitely hop in that comment section. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this one. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one.